And then when you are thinking about a story and you're kind of ideating on it, whether it's a mystery or a Scottish Highlander or a Regency, do you tend to get inspired by thinking about dialogue or characters or story ideas?
I always hear my characters first. So sound is usually first. I tend to get the first scene
Mm.
first. Occasionally, I'll have to go in and add a prologue before that, but usually I have like the first scene that comes to me. It's not always the heroine, sometimes it's the hero, but I tend to always hear them talking first. And then I have setting, and then I have like what they look like. Sometimes it takes me a while to actually be able to like see the face of the characters,
Hmm.
which I don't know if that makes sense, but it takes me a while of just like hearing them and seeing the world they're in before I can actually see a face on them.
Mm. And when you say hearing, does that also include like the timbre of their voice? Timbre of their voice?
Yes, yes. So I can
Okay.
almost, you can kind of like and it's sounds kind of ridiculous to talk about, but like there was a series where I had all brothers and they all had their own, like the Secrets of Clan Cameron, they all had their own timbre of voice and they all had their own like specific mannerisms. And I knew those before I knew how they looked different
Wow.
and how they interacted with each other. So I guess that's the best example I could get. But yeah.
That's really interesting. Are you a musical or generally like very audio tuned in person outside of that?
Yes, yes. So I've always loved music. Like I was the kid that was in band forever because I just love sound. I love the sound of people's voices. I love music. Like that is more of an inspiration to me than visuals. So when I'm
Mm.
trying to figure out a scene, I have playlists for all my books. And sometimes I'll be in the car and I'll hear a song and have a scene that's rolling through my head. And I'm like, oh, I can add that to the playlist. I know where that's going to go. So, yes, definitely more auditory than visual, especially with writing and just the way I am in the world, I guess.
That's so interesting. I love to hear about that. I don't know that I've ever consciously thought this is what my character's voice sounds like. So
Yes,
that's so interesting how everyone
I
works so
love
differently.
voices. When you lose people in your life, like I always miss their voice more than anything else. Because
Mm,
you can kind of like remember what it sounded like, almost like how it vibrated. I don't know. Just, I love sound. So,
mm.
yes,
So interesting. Do you have any audiobooks produced?
here's I'm working on it, but no, sadly, I don't. Lovely Digits, which is getting re-released in paperback through Harlequin. I'm trying to find like how to self-pub the ebook of that, and then also an audiobook, and it's been a rather overwhelming process, to be honest. Because yeah, I really want it to be amazing and powerful and to have audiobooks because I listen to audiobooks all the time.
Mm.
But I tend to only listen to nonfiction audiobooks
Hmm.
and I read fiction. For some reason, I don't really like to hear fiction, almost like it's creating different voices than what I thought the characters were going to sound like. And
Yeah, I
it's
was going to say
that,
that makes sense. If you're imagining the voices, why would you want to hear a real voice? It's taking away your imagination.
yes. So I don't like fiction audiobooks, but I love nonfiction
Yeah.
audiobooks. Listening to
Yeah.
the car. Yeah.
Well, it'll be really interesting if and when you do the audiobook production process, if it's a great thing for you because you love to hear things, or if it ends up being painful because you're hearing someone else speak your character's voices and it's not the right voice.
Well, if somehow he's out there listening, I would love Richard Armitage to read my book. He is who I imagine as like John Brody in Lovely Digits. I love
All right.
it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw that out there
We'll
in case he
manifest
wants to
it.
do it. I'll manifest it. It'd be amazing.